class. What? This is my last year. Oh, I did that faster than I did yesterday. Music is really loud. Whoops. Probably turn it up a little bit more. Beat the golden already? Did I though? I don't think I did. Maybe I did. I just did it in my sleep last night. I didn't realize it. I did it off recording. I'm gonna just start doing this shit like 5 times in a row. I guess I won't require myself to do it in a row, but I'll still do it a few times before moving on. Either way than the brine verification? Oh god, sure, I guess. Generational session with gravity right now. 6 best today. A little better at 32. It's 1/3 if I pass it. I guess that's pretty good. Vortex moment is my favorite extreme. W. Yeah, gravity's definitely a lot better than moment. I'm glad you enjoyed moment though, because a lot of people don't. Okay, fine. Since I just started, I guess I'll do this. Just really quick. WTF processing. Oh! Wait, this is cool. First, you try to decorate without using particle triggers. Difficulty impossible. It's just a part of your deco style though at this point, which is like actually kind of goated. Oh my god. I can just spam through it, right? I'd rather not though. I don't think I've even like played this. I really want to actually start decorating something for this. Just not how that works. Or no. Wait. What? Sure. I guess that's most of the way. I don't know why I'm still playing this. Go. This isn't too bad. Oh. I do remember seeing this part for sure. I guess I've seen like pretty much all of it, but I couldn't tell what I was actually doing in like any of the other parts. Oh, so it's Aki. guess I'm really just playing the whole thing now at this point. Six, 7, 8, 9. Man, that'd be funny though. You win. Oh, no you don't. There we go. 32 times 48 on gravity. Is that a choke point? Let me just like really quick. Oh god. I'm only gonna be practicing for this. I just want to get to the wave because this is like the only part I didn't play. Oh my god, what? No, is that, they're telling me this is how you're supposed to do it. No. Well, okay, well you can kind of skip it. Cool, let me get like a not that good of a bet from 0 now. Whoops. Womp, 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 womp. Are you serious? Really? I didn't even die there in practice, bro. It's actually free. Oh my god. Yeah, I didn't think I'd be able to do that. Brian got 99 today on the OG version. Bro, there's no way. That's pretty cool though. I think I was only supposed to play the wave for the deco, but yeah. Hang on a second. Imagine if you did one click on the UFO. Oh. So it's just like an impossible singular click or something. The creeper. Now we're just naming anything that's green at this point. Kind of peak though. It's really easy. Oh. Okay, well, I don't know how to do that. I'll figure it out at some point. But I gotta play the golden, so yeah. Oh my god. Wait, let me get this, because yeah, if I get the run, then I can do it in the end screen, which is better. Thanks for the hydrate. And another love request message. Let me pin that. I always forget about that. Is that peak? When was that a thong? I don't know. When was that a thong? I didn't know it was. Okay, bro, what are we saying? This is not true. Sharks got 92. What? Wait, on what? Phobos. Future Funk 2, okay. He still hasn't beaten that? He didn't beat that in one day? There you go, but good luck on the golden. Alright, thanks. Appreciate it. Second time dying there? There's no way. I still gotta beat that level. I've been kind of dragging that. I was like, I think I was trying to beat Future Funk 2 literally over 2 years ago. But I just never did. I think I died like the same easy thing at like 79 or something like that 3 times. Like right at the end of the second drop. Man, I just gotta actually do the click pattern. Ever choke the ending again. Real Cataclysm, welcome to the stream. We're struggling with the beginning. What? Bro, he's just gotta be like reading chat or something. No way he's like actually dying in the beginning of Future Funk 2. It's like actually the easiest thing ever. You beat it? Fluke from 61, let's go. Wait, now I gotta check where I fluke gravity from. Wait, that might actually be a better fluke. Well, actually, no, I don't know. I fluked it from like 50 something or 60 something. Oh, it was 66. Okay. You have a 5% better fluke than me. Check general right now. Okay. Wait, what? Oh my god. Wait, that's actually insane. That's like the best thumbnail ever. Wait, I gotta like show this on my stream just really quick. Look, this is what my Twitch stream preview is apparently. What? Everyone is clicking that exactly, bro. Bro, that's actually so good. Also, Kosovo on Google Maps, by the way, actually insane. I don't think Doge has seen that before. I don't think he knows what the Rotten Tomato mod is, or the fact that you can customize what the tomatoes look like. Boo, bad death. You also get some macaroni tomatoes, but not all over the screen. No, what? Doge fell for the clickbait. Wait, are you coming back to GD, by the way? Because I saw you change your status, which is like actually crazy. What do you recommend for a first Insane and Extreme Demon? First Insane Demon, for mine I did Supersonic, but that's not really as good, so I'd recommend like Magma Bound or Crazy 2 maybe. And then first Extreme Demon, I mean it's pretty basic, but either Cataclysm or Accu is probably good. But there are definitely some other ones. I don't know. Most like really easy extremes are like pretty mid though. Lit Fuse. I haven't beaten Lit Fuse, but it seems like it's good. What's up, Squib? Am I gonna stream later tonight? What? Wait, that's actually crazy. Doge stream might be like the craziest thing that's ever happened in like a year. Paranoid Android. It's actually crazy though. Give me an ad midway, bro. Okay, Insane Demon, I said like Magma Bound or Crazy 2. Someone in my Twitch chat said Lit Fuse. I haven't beaten that, but it does look good. I can't confirm, but that's probably also a good one. And the first Extreme Demon, it's pretty basic, but either Cataclysm or Accu. I did Cataclysm. Accu's probably better though, because it's slightly more fun. If you don't mind being like everybody else, at least. If you want something different, then that could also be good. We need extreme completions in Girdle Gang. Don't worry. After I beat the golden, wait, should I just say my plans? I have like 5 people in my Twitch chat, so like I might as well just say my plans for after the golden, because the golden will be my 90th extreme unless I beat something else before then, but I probably won't. And then my 100th extreme will be Crimson Planet. So I basically pick some levels that I'm gonna do in between. I might as well say what all of them are, just really quick. Okay, Go Bird, Boardwalk, which obviously I'll have to do for Sam redeeming it. Sweater Weather, the Sulphur Sea, Proteus, which I'm gonna do as 96th, cause Phobos. Stalemate Redux, Universe on Fire, Ithacropolis, and Boogie, and then Crimson Planet. But I'm actually not gonna do it in a specific order other than Proteus for 96. I think I'm gonna like use a wheel to determine the order, because I feel like that would be cool. I might actually like guaranteed do Boardwalk first though, just because I've been like putting that off for absolutely ages. Get off of the screen. Alright. Oh my god, it's everywhere. I wonder if I should beat Cataclysm because of my name. That'd be pretty fitting. You do have Cataclysm in your name. Do I need that mod? Yeah, it's the Rotten Tomato mod, but you're able to like customize what the tomatoes look like. So I just made it Macro 64 MS Paint because of course I did. Rotten Tomato mod is so good though. Even before I customized it, I just used it because it was funny. Just throwing tomatoes everywhere. I like completely messed up my click pattern. Gotta lock in with this shit, bro. Submit a new thumbnail for Cosmic Ray. Ooh. Wait, let me see. Yeah, I mean, that's a good one. That's like one of the best looking parts of the level. Probably the best. Whoever came up with all over the screen redemption must be so cool. Alright, bro. Holy self-glaze. Yeah, it might have been Call of Squid when I realized you could customize the tomatoes, and then I did that. And then, yeah. Squid might have been a part of that. That Squid guy is pretty cool though. I can't lie. Only reason I watched the stream. What? Yo, what? That's actually crazy, bro. Customize our own thumbnails? Wait, that'd be cool. What does Crimson Planet look like? It's red, believe it or not. Doing a lit fuse practice run right now. Ship is fun. Ooh, that's good. Sometimes really good at this part, and then other times I'm just not. That release is like the main problem though. That's definitely the hardest release in this wave. Hardest part of the entire wave at all, actually. I feel like. Going for it yet though, because I need more hard demons. Only beating Crazy. Fair enough. Crazy's still good though. I'm guessing a first hard demon. If it's your only one, obviously it's your first too. It's definitely not an easy hard demon either. That's actually pretty good. my ship not be a ship? Because Demon's actually awesome. Kind of like a memory level. Oh god. Memory levels are cool though, but like, as the weekly, that's crazy. Here, let me practice the ship one more time, because like, I just suck at it. Especially the end. Like, for some reason, the end is really chokeable for me. That part especially, I just, like, my ship either flies too much or not enough. It's not enough. But like, bruh, it's actually so hard. Probably like one of the easiest parts of the last ship for everybody else, but I'm just weird. It feels so awkward to do most of the time also. Less than a month until I can VC again. Let's go. No good hard games to play except for what I'm going for, aka Sharp, which feels like the slaughterhouse of hard demons. Interesting. I don't think I've played that before. Sounds interesting though. I gotta lock into this wave. I'm normally so much better at it. Maybe it's just taking me longer to warm up today for some reason. It's kind of just random what parts of the Golden I struggle with more than others for a specific session. By the way, I'm like really hoping to pass the ship sometime in the next couple days. Actually, I think tomorrow will be the last day I can stream. Well, for like, well, no, there's only gonna be like one day this week that I don't stream, which will be Wednesday, I'm pretty sure. I technically, well, I'm gonna be busy like the whole day. I technically could stream like if I were to do it at like 9 a.m. Actually, no, that wouldn't even be long enough of a stream. If I woke up at like 7 a.m., I could do a regular length stream, or like maybe 8 a.m. or something around that time. But I don't think that's happening, so I'm just not gonna be able to stream on Wednesday. But yeah, that'll be like the only day this week that I'm unable to stream at least. So that's pretty good. Not gonna be too much interrupting the grind. Should play. It's very fun for being very hard. At least for me, it's hard. Yeah, I mean, if it's a hard demon, I probably wouldn't struggle with it too much, but I might try it out. If it's a GDP level, there's a chance I've already beaten it, but I just don't remember. Or otherwise, I just probably will beat it. Go over this room, something else okay, bro. It's not. It's just called that because it's funny. It's not anything weird. Well, actually, I guess it is a little weird. Getting my icon, poorly drawn version of my icon, all over the screen. The Rotten Tomato mod. Best mod in the game. What? Sometimes the ship feels very heavy at the start of the ship there. Like, I don't know why. It's actually so weird. Also, by the way, I think I just lost. I don't know how I lost a follower, but apparently I'm at 399 instead of 400. Whoever unfollowed, bro, #1 op. Jeez, more important than family. Yeah, somebody gets it. Great family. Just about to download that mod. Yeah, you definitely should. Let me sub. Ooh. Yeah, you definitely should sub. Appreciate it though. Choose Rotten Tomatoes over Mega Hack any day. Exactly, bro. That is the best mod. Who cares about Mega Hack or like, I don't know, globed practice permanence, which is goated. Nah, Rotten Tomatoes, that's better. Only thing that even comes close to that mod is like Grandpa Demon, which I don't even know if that's available on this version. It definitely should be. I'd love to have that mod again though. What? Normally I don't even try to get 60 to 100, I'm just trying to practice from here for a bit. Because I just suck at this wave for some reason today. What? I just go for 49. What? Why am I dying to the robot so much today? It's not called the Golden, it's called the Grandpa. Wait, that might be best chat message ever. I verified the Grandpa, let's go. Is that gonna be that's gonna be my reaction, like for real. Another sudden burst in GD motivation. Just cockfucked on mobile. No. Gotta beat another mobile hardest. Should be like Sonic Wave on mobile. Trust. That can't be that bad, right? Or you could finish off Bloodbath. That'd probably be better. Ouroboros, ooh. Entire Akira Miracle? Yeah, I know you were talking about that. That'd actually be so cool. Made my tomatoes white and held down the throw button and did get it all over the screen. Okay, bro. Made your tomatoes white. Alright. Building levels is goated though. I'm like close to finishing off the drop cube and glue on a tracker, finally. Then the rest of the level is gonna be just me relying on Salmon Iconics, trust. Actually, I might remake the gameplay for the ball myself though. I don't know if Iconics even like, I think he worked on it at some point. he built it in half speed though, so I had to tell him that like it being 2 times speed would be better. And I don't know if he had made anything in like the 2 times speed version, so I might just make it myself because I don't know if anybody wants to make that ball part, but I'm honestly down to make it, so I'll probably just do that at some point. And then I will be decorating the last part, and I probably will fix some of the gameplay because some of it's a little awkward, so probably a little bit of something I could do. We'll make the ball. I don't know. I don't really care that much who makes it at this point, as long as it's like good. I kind of want to just make like a typical atomic cannon ball though, but like slightly faster. Like I guess not really like as fast as the pre-drop one or the ending one in atomic cannon in the first one. Just somewhere a little in between, with gameplay more similar to the last ball, just in 2 times speed. Nice. 11th time getting that done. So my gameplay's too gimmicky? I mean, it can be. Definitely is at times. Staff Q and Catalyze? Yeah, I want to beat both those levels at some point too. Probably pretty soon. Like after Crimson Planet maybe, but maybe not until later still, because there are a lot of levels I want to do, so I don't know if I would get to those in time for me to do it like before you potentially, so you could probably get first for them still. Well yeah, the melody definitely is, but I don't know. Yeah, I guess maybe it's Gamma. Yeah, it has drums, therefore it can't be half speed. That's just how that works. Yeah, I remember you were like saying Rigel was like the best thing ever, and then that just changed to you hating it, so it sounds like the classic Rigel experience or something. Wait, what if I can get this to 100 today? I want to get another 35 to 100 because it's been a while since I've gotten this, or 38 to 100. Plus, I'd really need to get more consistent with this second wave. Did I just void click? Hello? No way that's still happening, right? Okay, that's a bad death. Making a level with a Rigel song. Yeah, I mean, I think you didn't you make the gluon extractor ball part on mobile? I think that explains a lot, actually. Whenever you make something on mobile, it just, like, isn't as good as normal. Oh, thanks for the hydrate. I literally just drank water and then you redeemed it. Let me take a second sip then. W root beer chugger. Root beer! Sorry, I don't have root beer though. I don't really like root beer though, to be fair. It's actually so mid. Water's honestly just better. I can only drink like water, Gatorade, and Dr. Pepper. That's like everything I drink pretty much. Everything else is just undrinkable. Well, actually not really. I don't have Coke and Pepsi sometimes, occasionally Sprite. Dr. Pepper's just so much better than those. Easily the best soda. Almost got a new best to 100 on Sharp, no way. Didn't even follow a click pattern. Yeah, it's kind of a problem when you're making a part for an atomic cannon type level. I think that's also the main problem with the last part too. But then I realized that it does kind of have a click pattern to it, which I don't think was intentional, but it just kind of does have one, and so it ended up being pretty good, I'd say. Like, let me just really quick play it. Oh my god, Doge with a Prime sub. No way. Wait, okay, I wanna like not really. Okay, this will give like a slight preview of that part. Let me just like play this really quick. I don't know if this is gonna wait. Is this the wrong speed? I need to have it in half speed. I don't think I have. Do I not have smart start pause? Like that has a little bit of a click pattern to it. I'm probably gonna. Okay, that's that's a problem. But yeah, I'm really just gonna fix some of this and make the rest of it more click patterny. But the start of it does have a click pattern to it. Like that part. We're gonna talk about this glow that's just randomly chilling there. Interesting. But yeah. WTF processing better. I don't know about that. Favorite level of mine? I don't know if I really have a favorite one. I think fuck is pretty good though. I remember some of your levels from like a couple years ago that you like redeemed for me to play. Like some of those are really fun. That one like Cosmos inspired level like for some reason was enjoyable to me. Okay. And I think Atom Splitter or whatever it's called, I think was good. I don't remember which one used Inferno Plex as the song, but I remember that being pretty fun also. Fine. Oh no, I don't know, bro. Wait, no, I probably could. If I like saw what it would be, I'd probably like know. Like I don't know. I can't off the top of my head. I can't think of anything, but there's probably one that if I remember it, like I would instantly think about it. I would instantly know that's the best one. Beat Digital Descent? No way. GG's. Might be goated. My hardest is Neutro. I have a command for it too, but apparently nobody knows it. But to be fair, I don't have like exclamation point hardest in like a pinned comment or like in the title or anything, so I guess nobody knows to use the command, to be fair. So I shouldn't really expect everybody to. Some people just know that like a lot of GG streamers have that command though. And some people do just use it, but Gagatron, Gaga. Yeah. Totally Viper and oh my god, no way. What's up? Bro, what? recovering from surgery. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I don't really expect you to watch my streams every day, anyways. But that's a pretty valid reason to not. Sick after, damn. $69 200, no way. Stop yapping about shark now. Show people more than once with him thinking either it's just Gagatronda or just Jumper. It's actually crazy. It's just Jumper but with a Gagatronda name, right? I think that's all it is. It's exactly the same as Jumper though. Quits are so hard. I'm like actually pretty decent at the second wave today though. For some reason the 60 wave is like killing me a lot though. So time to jump to an insane demon with only one hard demon. That means throwing away my progress on the two hard demons I've been playing. Yeah, you probably should stick with those for now, but like if you want to do an insane demon after, then that'd probably be good. Also, finally somebody who's actually playing insane demons, because so many people just skip insane demon. Like they just go from like a hard demon, usually just like 9 circles or something basic like that, to like Acu or something like that, some easy extreme instead of playing an insane demon. It's actually so annoying because some insane demons are just so fun. So like, it's actually crazy that many people skip them. So at least you want to play insane demons. They're really good, so it'll be worth it. You just gotta find the right ones. I'm sure Lit Fuse is a good one. Still need to beat it though myself. And Magma and Crazy 2 are definitely ones I'd recommend as well. And if you after you beat like a few insane demons, you should definitely do like Gumshot and or Layak, because yeah, these are pretty good, like somewhat harder insane demons. So early, bro. Yeah, insane demons are underrated. It's actually so true though. That's how close Rachel is to Crimson Planet. Yeah, they were pretty close. Only 12 spots. Lagging on the low object count part of Paranoid Android. Scared for my stream later. Yeah, might have to use LDM. I don't even know if you are using it. LDM kind of sucks sometimes though. For that like W pop-off video, I don't know if anybody saw it, but that one like video he made where he's just trying to like one attempt as many levels as he could, or like one attempt one level at every difficulty pretty much. He was like instantly turning on LDM and no shake, and he was playing like 2 stars and stuff. Still doing that for literally every single level. Like, it's actually so annoying. Actual rage bait. Yeah, genuinely sad. That was painful watching him play. Like the fact that he died to that one jump that I screenshotted too, in that 2-star. The fact that it took him that long to do a 9-star also. Also, how did he not beat an easy demon? I've like one attempted probably at least 3 different easy demons. I'm sure Popoff should be able to. Yeah, within that amount of time, like, it's actually insane. He really is just like muscle memory carried or something. Kind of like me, but like, didn't realize he was like worse than me at sight reading. This is like one of the best players in the game, by the way. To be fair, he's probably like never done star grinding in his life. Or if only he played like Iz or something, like he would easily one attempt that. I think I 2 attempted it when I was like half decent at the game before I got like actually considered kinda good. I think there's just one dumb thing I did like in the ending. I missed like a UFO click or something, but it was basically a 1 attempt. I guess everybody like calls it pretty much the easiest easy demon, but it's like in reality it's just because it's skill based. My brother like finds it harder than like a good amount of easy demons that he's beaten for some reason, which is like kind of crazy to me. But I guess it's skill based, and that's why everybody thinks it's free. That's above the skill level of an easy demon. It's like the most sight readable thing ever. Serious? Welcome to the stream, Acropolis. I've beaten you before, bro. What are you doing in my chat? I fluked you from like 30 something as a hardest. Bro, too high though. Too low, I guess, but it feels like too high because, you know, whatever. Or upside down. I don't know if I should say too high or too low. I hate this. doing? What's your hardest Nutra? I answered that earlier. I don't know if you just didn't hear me or what even happened. Inspired me to beat Hard Machine? Really? That's crazy. I don't know how I inspired you to play that, of all things, but glad I could, I guess. Not really a level I've like ever touched before, but expect it to be more like the Golden or something I've actually played. Oh my god, why am I dying into this of all things? I don't remember how the shipping mode works. Oh my god. You like fly, and then yeah, that's basically about it. I don't know why I can't remember how long to hold there. So he's not calling Artemis the top 3. I think it always has been that. Somewhere in the top 3. Obviously, if he's calling it a top 3, it's going to end up a top 1. He never can just call something top 1. Like, I don't understand that. Just call it top 1, bro. Like, even Thinking Space 2, I think he called it a top 3. Like, a top 1 to 3 when he verified it. And then, of course, ended up placing at number 1. Doesn't really surprise me, though. That's just what Zoink does. Are you serious right now? George Bush raid? What are we saying, bro? I just pop off opinion ban on Pointer Crate. I don't really know exactly the reason, but I'm pretty sure he's definitely had some crazy opinions. Like, didn't he say, like, what was the level? Like, Launchpad Labyrinth or something? I don't even know if that's the level. Is that the level? Wait. I'm gonna feel like an idiot if that's not the level. Let me, like, check what level I just said and make sure it's, like, actually the right one. I would know by difficulty. Launchpad Labyrinth. Yeah, that's like 200 right now. So that's probably the one. I think he said it was harder than like Abyss of Darkness, which is like unreal. Because this is placed like below Rust and like Coral Cave and Cobwebs and stuff. And he said it was like harder than like Abyss of Darkness, I'm pretty sure. So like that's probably why. Because he just has like, I don't even know. But I mean, if Popov is opinion banned, I feel like Zoink should be too, because I mean, he literally admitted to lying about his opinion on like Sakupin Circles and Slaughterhouse placement. So Goobin Circles would have been the top one, I think, if he was honest about that. Or I think that's what it was at least. Yeah. Only thing is, like, Zoink being opinion banned would just make it, like, impossible to place any top levels. But to be fair, those levels just shouldn't even be placed or rated anyway. Like, Zoink is just doing too much, bro. Like, at this point, if Zoink verifies a bunch of, like, shit that nobody wants to play, just, like, it shouldn't even get rated. Like, the bloop should not have gotten rated. That level is just, like, nothing. The level just spawned in, Zoink verified it and made it impossible, and then for some reason it got rated. It took a while, but it just shouldn't have gotten rated at all. Like, every time, bro, I keep dying to that. So the point create owner should do a practice run of the level. No, practice run does not help you decide the difficulty of a level. Like, if that's all it was, then, like, memory levels would all be instant top ones, bro. And then just, like, not as... If there's something not really that learning at all, then it would just be, like, considered free instantly. To have, like, actual decent progress, you probably have to have, like, better than 2 runs. Like, even getting the level in 2 runs doesn't necessarily let you know the difficulty of the level. You kind of have to get, like, pretty close to beating it. I think WizKid said this, by the way, but I think you said something about, like, you really only can be more confident in your difficulty opinion on the level if you have it in, like, 2 runs with at least 30% overlap. I think it was 30%. And honestly, I agree with that. So, like, basically, if I were to get, like, 80 to 100 on, or what? No, 80 from 0, or a better run to 100, like, drop to 100, and then a slightly better new best on the golden, like, that would be enough for me to really know. Except it actually isn't, because it's a new hardest, so, like, I haven't beaten anything else that's like that close. So if I beat other levels, like, around this difficulty at least, then I could be, like, actually more confident in my difficulty opinion after getting slightly better progress on the golden than what I have right now. Like, I have it in 2 runs but only 20% overlap. I'd have to get, like, drop to 100 and a slightly better new best, or, like, get to what, like, somewhere in the ending. I don't know. Zoink being opinion banned probably isn't gonna happen though. I don't think it should necessarily happen. He still does have really bad opinions though. He should be, like, opinion banned for everything that's, like, not a top 10 though. because otherwise nobody's gonna know what the top 10's difficulties are. But he probably finds literally everything below top 10 to all be the same difficulty, so like there's no way he would actually know. Like he can beat pretty much everything not in the top 10 in like a matter of like a couple days. Like bro's actually not a real person. Wave breaker? No way. Pretty good practice run. Thinking space is an easy extreme. Yeah, sure, bro. What? End of the wave. Kinda sucks. Trying to make a 9 circles extreme doom and I have no ideas for the rest of the wave. No decorators or no verifier. I mean, you could always just learn how to deco yourself and get good enough at the game to verify it. Because I feel like getting decorators and stuff is like only cool if you're like purposely doing a collab. But if it's like your own level, then like I feel like, I don't know, most of the time I've just been trying to get better at deco myself because I feel like it's just cooler to make your own levels, decorate them, and verify them all yourself. But also my rate-worthy level that I'm working on now is like, it's a collab, but I'm still decorating parts. I'm not just like, it's not like, oh, I made the gameplay and then I'm getting people to make the deco for me. But rather it's like, I made the entire first part, like first half of the pre-drop, I made the first half of the drop, and I'm also going to be like decorating the very ending part. And potentially making the part before the ending too, and gameplay wise at least. But then everything else is like made by other people, so there are like 3 parts that are gonna have, you know, gameplay made by somebody else, and then 3 parts decorated by somebody else. Thing I can't do is verify. Well, that's how you like get better at the game. I feel like when you get better at the game, you can also make better gameplay. I don't know if it's necessarily, I mean, I guess this could just be me actually getting better at making gameplay, but I also just noticed that like as I've gotten better at the game, I've been making more fun gameplay. So that maybe that's kind of different. I'm sure those things are definitely still correlated in one way or another, but I guess you also can improve at making gameplay by just doing it more, finding things that are like actually more fun. Bro. Wish I could be in a mega collab someday. Yeah. I wish I could too, but like, I mean, I'm hosting my own collab anyway. It's not like a mega collab necessarily, but I guess it still has a few creators. It's not like it's a duo collab like or anything that small, but I definitely wouldn't say it's like a mega collab. 59,200 on Paranoid Android, no way. Probably pretty good. I don't know how the bouncing on that level is, but I would assume it's still a good run. 59 to 100, though that would be a weird run to get on the golden. I actually know it wouldn't, because I guess 59 would be like if you just go from like here. But yeah, if you were to get that on the golden, that would still be a good run, despite it being first half. Just still regardless of balancing. Definitely sounds good. to get better at those portal clicks. I don't know how. I kind of just have to lock in. I can, if I do lock in hard enough, I can do them a lot of the time, but still definitely pretty hard. Drop is low-key free, and post-drop is probably the hardest part because of weird timings. Oh. When does a collab turn into a mega collab? That's a good question. I feel like it probably has to have like more than 5 creators though, probably. I guess Glue on Extractor has like, what, like, I guess 5 creators? I guess it would be 6, but Demon's part is being changed, so, or replaced, I guess. I guess it could kind of be, or, well, I don't know. Mega collab makes it sound like it's a lot though, so maybe it'd be more like 10. I don't really know. Oh my god, bro, I'm so bad at that today. Before the drop is also decently difficult. 59 second half of the drop. Nice. Double hype, oh my god. W Carnage mode. If you ever host a mega collab, I'll make a part if you want. I mean, I don't really know you that well, so I don't know if I can. I kind of did that with somebody in my YouTube chat before. Just to let them have a part in the collab. But I'm probably not really gonna do that anymore. I'm gonna like decide the creators myself. I think this will turn out fine though, but no, why was that so early, bro? What am I doing? I'm like, actually, I'm like the seller, bro. Just selling there every single time I get there. The end of the 60 wave. I just want to get another ending attempt from here, really. Okay. Could have been... That literally could have been in. Oh my god. Tied best 200. I actually got it again. It's been a few days. It's only been a while since I got that run. Holy nerves, bro. Actually, let me just see what my heart rate's at. I don't have the heart rate monitor on. Let me like just turn it on really quick. I've been wearing it. I just don't turn it on at the start of the stream for some reason. Okay, it's probably higher than that. It probably went up to like 150 or something, but it's starting to go down now, so it probably was higher than 129 though. I assure you that. But yeah, let's go. It's my fourth time getting either 38 or 35 to 100. Second time specifically doing 35, so now they're even. It's even between which one of those runs I did. Done 2 each, but four times doing that run in general, but it's basically the same run. 35 to 100 is probably better to play from, and also slightly, it's 3% earlier, so it also is just like even better of a run technically, but like it's barely, like there's pretty much no diff added, so it doesn't really matter. It's like basically the same run, so, but you know, it's good to do the slightest bit more of the level. I also like update my Discord status, because sometimes I forget to do that. Alright, let's go. I just wanted the one more ending attempt from there, really, but the fact that I got it to 100 as well is really good. Now I'm a little shaky, so I'm probably gonna not instantly be able to do this wave. Still have some post nerves. No, it's a bad death. Okay, that could have been dropped to ending also. Alright, first time doing the first wave today. That would have been crazy. That was already crazy. Just would have been crazier, but like, that's still crazy. Crazy. Bro, speaking of which, I don't know if this is crazy to say, but like, what if I like learned Kyoki just completely for fun? Because I would love to beat it someday. It would just take like a million years to get any kind of consistency with that level though, but if I learned how to play it, that would be awesome. I'm just gonna blame Nubis for that, because I like watched his streams quite a bit when he was playing it, and he like just beat it yesterday. Which is crazy. That was like right after I raided him too. Or not like right after, but it was like maybe 15 minutes after I raided him or something. And he got like so many raids like a little before he beat it. I think somebody raided him like literally like 10 seconds before I did, pretty much. And then like, I don't know, he got a lot of raids. Got to 66 on Feel Alive today, but I'm not gonna lie, it's starting to get annoying because I keep passing the drop and then getting stuck at the pre-drop after. Damn. Yeah, it kind of sucks when that happens. Passing the duel at the drop. Oh yeah. Yeah, sometimes you just get good attempts and then you can't get any more. That just happens a lot. Doesn't really matter the level that you're playing. Well, I mean, I guess it kind of does. If you play like a level with a free pre-drop, then a free drop even, then yeah, probably won't happen as much. But if it does have like a drop, or oh my god, a pre-drop with like any amount of difficulty in it, that just kind of happens a lot of the time. It sucks, but badly want to play Wavebreaker in Carnage mode. Yeah, it seems like it. I know you've talked a lot about Carnage mode the past like day or whatever. Like yesterday, I guess, mostly. And I heard you talking about it. Kinda happens. I so badly want to play levels other than the Golden right now. But, you know. The Golden's still really fun, so I don't really mind playing it. I gotta be on the grind like pretty much every day anyways. I feel like there's just one thing that really sucks about this game, and it's just the fact that you can't like take that long of a break without losing something. And like in order to get a real break buff, you have to like, because I feel like break buff is a real thing. But like, I feel like in order to get it, it just like, I don't know, it's kind of random whether or not you actually get one. You have to have a long enough break to get a break buff. Like usually about a week or so at least, or potentially even up to like months. Doesn't really matter too much, just as long as it's a decently long break. But then you have to come back and like, you'll suck a bit at first, but then eventually you just regain your consistency, but even better. Maybe it's because you like lost muscle memory, but you still like know how to play the level and stuff. So you basically just like build new muscle memory that is like better, just because like, I don't know, if you like mess up your muscle memory before, then, which definitely is pretty easy to happen, so I guess you're kind of just recorrecting your muscle memory because you kind of lost it, so you're not just doing the same thing over and over again. So because of that, I'm guessing that's probably one of the main reasons why break buff is good, or why a break buff exists, I should say. Oh, I don't know why I clicked that extra time, or why it didn't click. I don't know. What am I saying? But the thing that really sucks with this game is just like, if you take like a break for like, I mean, I guess one day might not be too bad, but if you take a long enough break, then you definitely do lose quite a bit of consistency. I wish I didn't have to play the Golden every single day. Like, there's some days I'd rather just like play Terraria for like 12 hours straight or something, but you know, if I could play Terraria the entire day without losing anything, like losing any consistency whatsoever on the Golden, I'd probably be doing that like quite a bit, but I don't know. But then every time I get on GD, because the thing is, I want to stream like at a decent time. I don't like stream late anymore because earlier streams feel so much better to do and are more fun overall. I feel like because you're not as tired or anything. But then the thing is, after I get on GD for the day, I literally play it until like 2 a.m. or like I'm in the game. It doesn't matter what I'm doing. I just leave it open if I'm doing something else. But like I don't actually play a different game, and I don't close out of it for like forever. So I basically have it open like 10 hours a day pretty much, at least. Like it was kind of crazy the fact that I even like got off like at 2 a.m. last night, because I think the night before that it might have been like 4 a.m. My sleep schedule is also like getting a little cooked. Go live thing level is fine, it's just me being bad. Okay, fair enough. Definitely happens sometimes. New bets by 1% on sharp. No way. 1% new bets are so fun to get. I know quite a bit about that from the golden. I guess not like. Here, let me just check my best. Like some are like pretty good new bests, but like okay, 1, 2. I skipped 3. I skipped 5. And it's just skip 11. I went from 12 to 16. That's cool. Died to those parts of the ship there, which makes sense. Died to 20 for some reason, and 21. Wait, 21 is the best. What? How did I manage to die to 21? 25, which is like the stupidest thing ever. That could have just been to 28, because that entire part is free. But I was just nervous. And then everything else is like pretty slow progress. I did go from 33 to 40, which is good. I didn't die to the very end of the first wave, or like the first click or two of the second wave, or in the UFO. But like, yeah, dying there is just not a thing that should happen. 42 from 52 though, that's like probably my biggest progress fluke on the golden so far, even though it's not really a progress fluke. I just managed to get to the, I guess I kind of fluked a good amount of difficulty still though. It wasn't like a huge fluke, but I did still fluke like the second half of the second wave, which is definitely not easy. In fact, it's the hardest part of the second wave. Second wave. So it's pretty hard. Also, I'm almost at 45,000 attempts, by the way. I just realized that. We're gonna reach that like in the next like couple minutes, probably. Or maybe not a couple minutes, definitely a few minutes. If I'm dying constantly, then I definitely will. Computer's at 97%. Is it like a laptop then? Well, I guess I would assume so. That has a battery percentage. I'm assuming you're talking about a battery percentage. I don't know what else it'd be. Yeah, W for keeping it charged. People always talk about upcoming top ones, but not top fives. Saw someone earlier today streaming an upcoming top 5 called Firestarter. Interesting. Yeah, I guess upcoming top 5s aren't really as popular. Of course, top 1s are like, they're supposed to be the hardest level in the game, so of course everybody's gonna freak out about that. So I mean, it's pretty reasonable. I don't really know many like upcoming top 5s that aren't, specifically top 1, or at least close. Because I guess like, I mean, do we really know with Artemis for sure? Not yet. I think it's safe to assume it's probably going to be a top 1 because Zoink's verifying it, but I guess we don't really know entirely for sure. And then like Sweeping Demon 2 is like supposedly supposed to be harder than TS2. So it was like for sure a top 1 before Society. But now that Society is a thing and it's verified now and rated in place, then Sweeping Demon 2 might not necessarily be a top 1. Even if it were to get verified before any other top 1s. It might still end up being top. Oh, it's at least definitely in the top 2. Not specifically a top 2, but in the top 2. It's either 2 or 1. Pretty much has to be. Really early, bro. What was I doing there? Also, I was just, in general, like, basically hugging the spike, so, like, pretty scary. No, bro. I don't want to die there from 0. Still yet to die to 51. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. So nervous. 24 to 89. Okay, of course I'm gonna choke there. It's really valid. That's a new best run from the drop. By 1%. Literally just 1%, bro. But like, that's really good still. Meh run, bro, that's like probably 80% of the level's difficulty. There's just a little bit of last ship, and then, I mean, the pre-drop. Pre-drop's pretty hard. I guess it's mostly the pre-drop that I'm missing difficulty from in the level. That's not in this run. Yeah, it could have been that like could have been dropped to 100 if I wasn't as nervous and if I just like passed this part mostly, didn't choke to anything else, which there's a really good chance that I would have. At 24 to 89, bro. %65% long run. It's like a tied new longest run with. It's tied with 35 to 100. So I got two completely different runs that are both 65% of the level in the same day, which is like actually kind of crazy to think about. Is that run alone Sonic Wave difficulty? It's harder, like a lot harder. That run is probably, because it's definitely harder than Atomic Cannon Mark II. Like, so that run, if that run itself was just a level, it would probably be like a third hardest, I guess. Well, I guess. I don't know if I'd say this run is harder than Shimmer, but it's definitely not as hard as Neutra, I don't think. Just because you don't have like the from zero nerves in this run necessarily. Still was really nervous, but it's not the same as the nerves from zero or anything like that. But this is still like, this is potentially the hardest thing that I've done on the Golden. Like, hardest run I've actually gotten on oh my god, I can't talk, bro, I'm so nervous still. But yeah, this is probably harder than the 55. Since it includes the second, or, what am I saying? Since it includes the first wave, it's definitely harder than 35 to 100. Because first wave is also, like, probably a little harder than the last ship. The last ship just doesn't get quite as consistent as the first wave does, but in terms of actual difficulty, first wave is harder. But I guess getting exactly to, like, if I were to die exactly at 85, that would be a similar difficulty to 35 to 100, but probably still a bit harder. Yeah, definitely still a little harder. But the fact that I got this far in, like, I didn't die instantly in here, that's good. I really thought if anything I would die to this spike, because this spike is actually evil. And then of course this click can be chokeable, and then the rest of it you just have to have good ship control, which is not something that I'm particularly good at, especially when nervous. So I probably would have choked to something else even if I did pass this, but you never know. But yeah, this is probably the hardest run I've gotten on the level. And yes, that does mean 24 to 88 was probably the hardest one before, but the fact that this was also my first time getting to the ending from the drop today definitely made it crazier than the other day that I got the 24 to 88. Especially because the 88, I think I died here, which is hard. So the fact that I passed this and didn't instantly die is crazy. Probably should get back to playing the level. Sorry for just yapping a lot, but it's definitely a crazy run. Got another 1% best? No way. Yeah, run's so much harder than Sonic Wave. If you had to compare like a run with run on the Golden with Sonic Wave, it'd probably be like, well, I don't know, that's hard. It's kind of, I mean, comparing runs with like actual entire levels is definitely not easy. But since that was such a long run, the 24 to 88, or no, 89, I can confidently say, because of how long of a run it is, I can definitely say it's harder than a good amount of levels. Definitely harder than Bloodlust, which automatically makes it harder than Atomic Cannon Mark II as well, because I think Atomic Cannon Mark II is only the tiniest bit harder than Bloodlust. not really even that much of a difference, honestly. So yeah, that run, if that run was like a level, it'd place at like, it'd be in, wait, where even is it? This is Mark II, like, is it in the 170s or like 180? Wait, where is it? It might, wait, it could be lower. Maybe not though. I just gotta check. I like actually don't remember exactly where it's placed. It's in the, yeah, it is in the 170. No, Mark II is 182. Okay. Shimmer and Crimson Planet are in the 170s. So this would, if the golden 24 to 89, the run I just got, was its own level and it placed on the demon list, or I guess on the Eredal, then it would probably be like 180. Actually, would it though? Because Mark II is just overplaced in my opinion. So I guess saying it's harder than Mark II would mean, I guess, like 180, but I do find it like slightly overplaced. So maybe it would be more like 200. Yeah, I would definitely say probably closer to 200. Definitely closer to 200 than to 180. But it could be a bit lower still. I don't know. It doesn't really matter though, because it's just a run. It's not its own level at the end of the day, so who really cares? It's still a good run though. My best run, in fact. Tied best in terms of length. Probably best in terms of difficulty. Definitely harder than 35 to 100. Probably also 55 from 0. Only thing with from 0, the only thing with the 55 is because it's from 0, you have more nerves and it's just more stressful to play from 0. So it's more of a mental difficulty that makes the 55 from 0 hard. But really the pre-drop itself, which is like all that was excluded in this run that I just got from 24, it's really with that pre-drop, it's just the ships and stuff that are hard. But like if you could, even though it's not really possible, if you could technically, theoretically, always be locked in, then you probably could like get to the ship like almost every time. And then the ship also, like once you get a click pattern down, it's not super difficult, except for the times you're not locked in. But as I said, it's more like I was talking about specifically if you're theoretically, if you're able to be like permanently locked in, then the pre-drop just isn't really that hard. So that's why I feel like 24 to 89 is probably like close to 80% of the difficulty of the level. Okay, that was a massive lag spike. I don't know how I lived that long. Of course I still died right after it, but how did I survive it? What? Like genuinely, how did I survive that lag spike? It's probably kind of the reason why I died here, but the fact that I passed it is crazy. It was definitely pretty distracting now. Getting sharpened 2 rounds is the same difficulty as to coop an egg. I believe it. And 3 rounds. Difficulty of a mid-tier easy demon? Is it? I like getting a hard demon in 3 runs would be harder, but maybe that's also because I am slightly capable of one attempting easy demons sometimes. Easy demons normally take less than 10 attempts for me though, like no matter the easy demon, unless it's just like a memory level, but like you don't really see memory easy demons too much. Oh, or if it's an event level, those are different though. Event levels don't count. Those are memory basically because of how insegregable they are, so they're practically memory. Yeah, gives you like high-end easy demon maybe. Anyways, I've been live for like, it's been almost 2 hours. Has it really been over an hour and a half and I still haven't played from 0? I've been locked in on these runs, but like I probably should start playing from 0. Let's practice the ship. Because if I end stream at 8 like normal, then I need to give myself at least an hour. At the very least an hour to play from 0. Probably longer though. Because really you typically get better and better when you play from 0. You would think that's how it works, and it mostly is. I guess it's not really a super crazy thing to say. Okay, suck at the ship today, apparently. Cool. This is gonna be the reason, bro, this pre-drop shift, the thing I was just saying isn't too bad after you get a click pattern down, which I most definitely have had a click pattern down for a while. It's just gonna be the thing that I struggle with today for some reason. It's gonna be the reason I'm gonna not be able to get far today. No, I definitely feel like I'm doing good today, though. Like, really good. I'm so much better at the portal clicks, too. Maybe just the fact that I got there a couple times yesterday and, like, died to the portal clicks twice from 0 yesterday and passed them once. Maybe just that really showed my brain, like, oh, yeah, that's what you do there. Let's, like, actually get that down in your muscle memory and, like, stop sucking at that part. So, maybe I'm just, like, good at it now. Do the ship a few more times. Hopefully not getting like 11 to 100 or anything. That would kind of suck. Like, hey, that'd be a pretty cool run, but like, too bad that's 95% of the difficulty, pretty much. Somewhere between 90 and 95, I'd say. Maybe not because of the mental challenge part that comes with playing from 0. And that just not really being in here. Especially because I don't want a run, like a good run from here necessarily. So if I were to get to the ending from here, sure, I'd probably get nervous at that point, but like getting decently far from here, I wouldn't really be that nervous because I don't really care about getting a run. I'm just trying to practice this, if anything. I don't really play from 11 with the intention of getting a good run. But I do have 11 to 63 is apparently what I have, so that could have just been from 0, and it could have been 63 from 0, which I would not complain about whatsoever. I think it was a pretty valid death, too, I think, that I got. So, I feel like I've stuck less at 20 now, too. Okay, I think I'm probably going to be ready to go from 0. So let's go ahead and do that. Don't need auto deafen. I just always, when I start recording, I just instinctively do that because I'm like, oh yeah, I'm playing from 0. Let me turn on auto deafen. But I'm not in a call. I don't really join calls anymore on stream. Mostly for the sake of locking in. Like, I guess from 0 I could technically join a call because I can auto deafen. But like warming up on the golden is something you have to be locked in for at the start of every session. Of course I was gonna die there. I started feeling more confident with that part, but I was still scared I was gonna die there from 0, and I did. Go from 0 or from 44? You decide. Actually, you said you've been getting like bests by 1%, so I would honestly just recommend that you practice like around wherever your best is currently. Maybe a little before, though, to get better at that part. I don't know where it even is. I don't know if you said. If you did, I don't remember. I just know you've been saying you've been getting, like, a new best by 1% a lot. But really, if there are any parts of the level that you haven't learned yet, definitely learn those. Really, what I like to do is basically learn the whole level and try to get it in, like, 4 runs. Then I think you said you have it in 3 runs, so. But after 4 runs, you kind of get it in 3 runs. That's how I do things, at least. Then after 3 runs, go for 2 runs, believe it or not. And after that, basically just really lock in on getting better runs to 100 and going from 0. And just trying to make as much overlap as you possibly can between your 2 runs. And then, as you start getting really consistent, you might as well just, that's when you like really start trying to beat the level. Or at least trying to get like towards the end of the level. Potentially beating it. That's basically how you should do things, in my opinion. We start off by learning the entire level before like going for any crazy runs. Sometimes I'll still like focus specifically on the second half of the level. If I'm playing like an easier extreme, I'll definitely be like learning it and like just getting runs to 100 before I learned the first half. Like, there have been levels where I've gotten like the entire second half down before, like in one run, like before learning anything in the first half. But if you're playing like a new hardest, I definitely recommend learning everything first and getting 4 runs, then 3 runs, then 2 runs, then overlap in your 2 runs. Then eventually when you feel like you can beat it soon, then start actually trying to beat it. Or at least get very close. Best is 45. Okay, so yeah, 44 is probably not a bad place to play from then. If that's at the drop. So I guess you might be lacking practice there if you died instantly. Or maybe not. Maybe you just got unlucky, I'm not sure. But I don't know how the drop in that level works, but at least like sometimes going and like waiting out the transition in the drop. I don't know if there's like a long transition like in the golden. But like in the golden, I sometimes go from 24 instead of 26, even though 26 is like pretty much right as the drop starts, just the tiniest little bit before it. And then 24, you have to like wait for the thing that says the golden. But sometimes I prefer playing from 24 if I'm feeling more patient, because it helps you transition into the drop from 0 better. So sometimes you should practice it like that instead of like the very, very start of the drop. Like if the transition into the drop is something that's hard, then definitely play from a little before. Even if there's like no difficulty added. But just making it more similar to how it'll work from 0 is usually good. High best for the day. No way. 18%. That's crazy. Bro, why is the golden like actually so fun though? Kind of sucks that it's got a couple ship heavy parts, but like maybe that's a good thing, because I definitely need to get better at ship. So doing it in a new hardest specifically is probably not too much of a bad thing, except for the part that I'm going to struggle with it. But I mean, if you struggle with it more, you're probably going to have a bit more of a skill boost, to be fair. So might be a good thing. Third attempt got 44 to 63. Nice. Pretty fast. Ship sucks. So why are we lying? Actually, you know what? You kind of have a point. Sometimes ship does suck. It can be either the most fun game mode ever, or it can be like impossible and not in a good way. Sometimes challenge is nice, but you know, ship doesn't really get as consistent, and that's the only problem with the game mode. It's just the fact that it doesn't get as consistent. But the fact that you're able to control it in the way that you can is what makes it so cool. So it's like definitely one of the best game modes. Of course, where your ship is like in your alignment and stuff is gonna vary like pretty much every attempt, because it's not like you're gonna click and release in the same exact place every single time. So like sure, that also does happen with wave though, but it's slightly different with ship. Ship and wave are still very different. Okay, that again. Am I just dragging it? I'm just dragging the drop attempt. 69, 63. Yeah, if there are any parts that you kind of suck at more than others, then just really practice those as much as you can. When you say 44 to 60, like, it's crazy, but when you think about it, it's not really too much of a big run. I'm not trying to discourage, like, obviously I'm not going to try to discourage you. I'm just saying because, you know, hope you understand at least. be like, oh yeah, you suck, your run is so bad. But no, it's just, you know, probably should practice a little more. It's not anything crazy, I guess. Honestly, you could try to, maybe you should just grind getting it to 100. Would be something I'd recommend. So also, like, the thing that kind of sucks about, if you, like, you can kind of get a level in 3 runs in any way that you want. So technically you can set it up in a way that there's, like, not really anything that hard, where you can, like, start at a run. You can start a run at a really hard part, so you don't have to worry about it, like, in a, like, you know, in the middle of a run or towards the end of a run. So you could, like, technically have a level in 3 runs, but, like, the transition between, or, like, where all the runs end and start is, like, really hard. Then, like, technically getting it in 3 runs isn't really that hard then, but getting it in 2 runs would be, like, so much harder. If that makes sense. Hopefully if I explain that well, but you could technically, like, pretty much end a run right before a choke point, and therefore that run won't even be hard. And then one of your other 3 runs, you start it, like, pretty much right there. So you start out with the choke point, so you don't really have to get as consistent with it in order to get that run. Okay, like, no. There's no way I'm actually dying. Like, that's 4 times, I think, today, before I've passed it. It's definitely hard to practice specific parts of the ship, I can't lie. Try to just do the whole ship one more time. Then I should be ready. Okay, not too bad. I feel like I'm gonna suck at this. Never mind. What's up, New York? How's it going? So you've been trying to rebeat GBS. Should I go for 44-200 or something, like 52 or 57-200? I guess you could just try to get better and better runs to 100 until you get it, until you end up getting 44-100. Then you'll have it in 2 runs, so could be good. Just got 24 on Nelv, inching closer and closer to the first drop attempts. No way. It's solid. Two GBS sessions so far. We're decent. Got a new furthest best as expected last night. Nice. Hopefully you can fluke it again too. Be pretty good. It's like not a real death, bro. If I passed that last quick flick, I could have fluked even further than the first time. Wait, that's crazy. Oh my god, every time. I'm literally just dying there every time, bro. I'm farming. Farming 18% deaths. It's that same stupid portal. It's actually so awkward to get into. Now this 18% is officially the worst percentage of the golden. Percent of 51% for my second completion instead of my 11th time or something in the first completion. Bro, I'm kind of dragging this first drop attempt of the day. So I'm pretty good at everything leading up to the shift today. There we go. Oh my god. That is by far my new best first drop attempt of a session. What? Yo, just instantly got 49. Holy. That's already 2 runs in one day, bro. Basically just my level now. Yeah, definitely hardest rebeat. Oh, hardest rebeat so far is retention. In like an hour. Wait, that's crazy. Yeah. Having to rebeat your hardest though is actually kind of crazy. But I know you like that level a lot, so I assume it's probably doesn't feel too bad to do that. Hopefully it's enjoyable. It's 49 times 2 now. That would have been crazy if my first drop attempt I did both of the waves, but no, I ended up dying to the second to last release of the second wave. Reaching my hardest after a year in under a week would be a huge flex. It really would be. It's actually wild. If you can actually pull that off, that'd be crazy. If I had to like rebeat neutral right now, it would take probably quite a bit. At least like, you know, I already learned it and stuff. But I think I did a practice run of it recently. I lost all my muscle memory. Like, it's actually so hard. Like, I cannot play that level anymore. One of, if not the most extremes I've played. Well, that's good. Gets me excited to play it because I inevitably will have to go for it at some point. I don't know when, but technically since I've been trying to do that medium length thing, I guess I basically have to beat it if I'm gonna pull through with that. But even if I like wasn't gonna do the medium length, like beating every medium length level pretty much, even if I wasn't doing that thing, I'd probably still beat GBS at some point. It is definitely a level that interests me a little bit, at least. At the very least, a little bit. Probably a little more than a little bit, though. Wrist and fingers are cramming so much right now. Damn. Kind of sucks, especially for Geometry Dash. 26 on health right before the drop. How? Like actually getting unlucky on a drop attempt on Nelv. What, dude? These releases are evil. Hardest and initial hardest, yeah. I would assume it's probably a lot easier now, especially after all the Vrata Mraka progress and just beating more extremes in general. I assume you probably have gotten quite a skill boost. Top 2 on a Rattle are 2 levels that were both second hardest. Wait, that's actually funny. I'm guessing you're mostly rebeating it to get the Rattle record. Between Vibrato, Sonic Wave, some other things, feel like I've improved a lot. Yeah, I would assume so. Sonic Wave is definitely not easy, so I guess I did kind of beat that a little fast when I came back to it, though, to be fair, but you know, it's definitely not an easy level. So I don't know. Wait, I don't know if you really get that much of a skill boost from playing Sonic Wave, but I hope you did. But I don't know, Sonic Wave is just kind of like doesn't feel like a skill boost type of level, if that makes sense. But I would definitely hope with the progress you've gotten on Vrata, you probably have improved quite a bit from that. Cover the wave bases for that GBS didn't cover for me. Yeah, that sounds fair enough. Oh, the general wave skills? Yeah, that's good then. Random hard demons right now. Oh yeah. Yeah, but I thought it was mostly timing based from what I've seen. Or at least I would assume so. I know it still definitely has some waves and shifts in there, but it seems like it's definitely focused on timings. And then there's definitely a lot of high CPS, like cough cough the spiders. Bro, why am I dying there? 52, nice. W non 1% new best. What's up, Black Block? What is that thumbnail? Bro, what do you mean? Thumbnail's goated. Timing and ship base. Fighters improved click speed. Yeah, definitely a good skill sets to have. Yeah, I thought I heard something about one of the waves being hard, but maybe not. I definitely, from seeing the level, it definitely seems like there's a lot less wave than everything else. What? Why did I fly so much? Three or four clicks. Only 3 short ones in the last 30%. Yeah, that's probably not too hard then. Beat stalemate in under 30 minutes. In mobile, 120 hertz. Nice. Drop times within 5 minutes. I wish I could do that. I definitely have before. I think I got like 2 drop attempts in a row on this like yesterday. I definitely tend to do that sometimes. Just waiting to get good enough at the pre-drop for today to be able to do that. Only gotten 2 drop attempts, but at least both of them were definitely not bad. Especially the 49. Like, you 100% take those. And 35 is also pretty good. Of course, I died to the very start, or what? Very end of the first wave. Tends to kill me a lot. 49 on my very first one is crazy. Easy enough to pass, but hard enough to where if I died, I wouldn't be too surprised. Yeah, I get that. Your first extreme in 2 days. Wait, you're actually crazy. I want to make a remake of Sharp and make the wave like an easy version of what Slaughterhouse is with. Oh yeah, you did say that's like the Slaughterhouse of hard demons, right? Isn't that how you described it? Oh, cognitive capacity. Oh yeah, I know that level, because I know somebody who beat it and called it an insane demon, and it took him like barely any time. That's actually, it does seem like it would make a good first extreme though. Because, yeah, I mean, it seems pretty easy for an extreme. Seems probably, I mean, he said it was his favorite insane demon, so assuming it's insane demon, which I guess it's not. But I would assume it's pretty good. Top 1 hard demon. Eight insane demons and 1 extreme. Nice. I think I did. That's probably about how many insane demons I beat before doing my first extreme, which was Cataclysm. I think I did about 8. I think. Wait, was it? Yeah. Wait, no, maybe it was 9. Wait, I gotta like count. Supersonic, Magma Bound, Crazy 2, Acropolis, BTT 2, Ultrasonic, Poltergeist, Windy Landscape, and Stalemate. So I guess I did 9 before doing Cataclysm. Have you beaten Sharp, New Dark? I mean, you do have a lot of hard demons, so I guess it's not like super surprising. Subcinders, how's it going? The insane demon is after cognitive capacity, I guess. And you said crowd control right after, so I got kind of confused. Want to beat rock bottom someday? Seems so fun. I don't know. I think I got to the wave on it in 1 day randomly. It's probably really like middle or second half carried if I had to guess. But everything leading up to the wave, I guess, isn't too bad on that level. But I did randomly get that far in like 1 day. Have done Sharp. Hard demon list. Yeah, when I'm hearing it sounds like it'd be a hard demon list level. I don't know if I've beaten like any levels on there. I don't really care about like hard demon or insane demon lists. I probably could, there are probably a couple levels that I could like maybe submit to the insane demon list if there were like some levels on there. I actually kind of want to check insane demon list, because this is a thing and I forget it exists, but you know. Let me search for like some levels that I've beaten. Like, there's no. Wait, what's like a. Wait, is Wave Breaker on here? No. Or wait, Wave Break. Wait, no, not Wave Breaker. That's the wrong. That's an extreme, I think. Wait, that's the one Iconics is talking about, right? I just like completely mixed that up. Quantum Wave. There we go. That's what it's called. Okay, no Quantum Wave. So yeah, maybe I haven't then. I dare you to do one attempt on sharp. Well, I don't do level requests, so too bad. Yeah, I don't know if I'd be in any Insane Demon list levels then. Probably not. Light Wave is also an Insane Demon. Yeah, I haven't beaten that one though. Alright, I'm gonna be locked in now. Must be on 60 hertz, dropped in and finished on 144. I don't know how I beat as many levels as I did on 60 hertz. I guess it maybe wasn't that many still, but the fact that I beat hard demons on 60 hertz is crazy to me, because now I feel like it would be like the hardest thing ever. But I guess it's really not that crazy. I definitely would have made way faster progression if I wasn't on 60 hertz for so long. But I didn't beat my first Insane Demon until like a little after I got my better monitor. Let me allow that. No, it doesn't like artificial ideology. Just so happens to also be the same as artificial intelligence, which might be a banned word. It's really just because of the AI viewers thing. But viewers is also a block term, so like, I guess I don't need AI to be a block term necessarily, but AI also is kind of, you know, questionable a little bit. RGB trilogy this year? What do you mean? You're gonna do RGB trilogy? I kind of forgot I've like actually beaten the RGB trilogy, because like when I did finally finish off Sonic Wave, I like kind of just did it to finish off Sonic Wave. I kind of forgot it was like, I guess I didn't forget it was part of the RGB, but actually no, I guess I kind of did it to finish off the RGB, but also because it's Sonic Wave and because I had progress on it. Also when I beat the level, I kind of just felt more like, oh, I beat Sonic Wave rather than I finished off the RGB. Like that wasn't really my first thought after actually completing it. Yeah, AI is kind of cringe. Especially a lot of things people do with it. I've used it the tiniest bit before, but it's just, Sometimes I feel like it's not the worst thing ever, but then I think about like, there's just so much AI generated slop and just like stuff like that you can make content with on YouTube, which is like really bad because, you know, you should just make things yourself. And the fact that AI generated music is the thing and like art and stuff, it's just so bad. Like, bro, some of it doesn't even sound like, it's getting so good to the point where it doesn't even sound too much or look like too much like AI, depending on if it's music or what it is that's generated by it. Sometimes it's actually like convincing. Yeah, it's really annoying. That's like the main thing that's wrong with it for me. I don't really care too much about like other AI things, I guess, like, or what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something and I literally just forgot what I was saying. My bad. I was like kind of trying to read chat, so I just forgot what I was saying, but my bad. On my training arc. You know the level society. Yeah, I think so. Sounds a little familiar. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Oh, wait, I got a raid. No way. Thanks for the raid. Bro, YouTube raids are like... Oh my... Hang on. What just happened? Hang on, what? Was that like... Wait, did my entire PC just have a lag spike? I think my entire PC just had a lag spike. Like, literally just everything froze for like 10 seconds. That was so bad. That was like actually so weird. 2 people raid? No way. W raid, bro. What are we saying? The Frozen, exactly, bro. Kinda hate knowing so many GD levels, because the neuron just sparks way too much outside of GD. It's so true, though. Okay, wait. Bro, I was like just on an attempt. Bro, imagine that happened while I was like at the drop. I would have actually been so pissed, bro. No, like seriously, how does that happen, though? That's actually crazy. What? How? How do I manage to do that? Like, seriously, I managed to die to some of the easiest things ever. No, like that was literally a drop attempt, bro. There's actually no way. I'm gonna go for the golden, but the wave is so bad. I wouldn't say it's bad, it's just, like, impossible to learn. And some of the waves are kinda... Some of the waves are definitely a little hard to get consistent. How's the golden been going? Pretty good. I got 49 on my first drop attempt of the day, so that was insane. Could have honestly been a new best because I'm also like overall better at the ship today. There's a chance I would have died to 51 though because I'm like dying there a lot. But other than 51, I've gotten a lot better at the ship for the most part. Could have been a new best. I'm really hoping to get to 60%. I could probably do it today if I lock in. Okay, stop. Please stop saying that, bro. Stop talking about your toe fungus. Nobody wants to hear that. My heart is Nutra. I wonder what part of the golden, like, where I'd have to get in the golden from 0 for it to be, like, Nutra difficulty. This level definitely does feel, like, a lot harder than Nutra. I think I've spent longer. I'm officially taking more streams to do this than to beat Nutra, even though I'm, like, in my opinion, I feel like I'm only halfway there, potentially. Honestly, I hope I'm halfway there, because if I, like, take any longer, that would suck. But if I'm halfway there, like, right now, I wouldn't really mind it too much. Sure, that would still be a while longer that I have to play the level, but I wouldn't really mind it being that much time. But if I'm not halfway there yet, in terms of how long I'm going to be playing the level before I beat it, then that'll be kind of bad. I heard retray, no, Nutra. The top 143 or something like that. It's in the top 145 at least. I don't know exactly where it's placed. No, Nutra. There's no L at the end. Heard retray. Yeah, my hardest is retray. I'm so good. Jumping from retray to the golden. And got this much progress in only like 3 weeks. Yeah, the Golden's significantly harder than Nutra, and that really just shows by the fact that I'm like, my best is only 55, and I've been playing it for more streams than it took me to beat Nutra. Oh man, that's really tiny spike that I forgot existed. Okay, 46, that's pretty good. Second time I've died there. I'm not really mad about this death, but I felt like I was probably going to get to the portal clicks at least, which I've been pretty good at today overall, so. But my heart rate was like so delayed, it's like only just now going up. Like on the actual run itself, I wasn't too nervous. It's pretty good though. Virgil spike. Wait, that's so true though. Holy low cortisol, bro. I mean, I'm not gonna freak out about like 46. I've still gotten like, what is that? That's only my. Well, I guess if you count these two, then it's my like 11th best. So it's not really anything crazy. I'm not really gonna freak out over that. I'm not really a clip farmer, so don't expect me to be going insane over like the smallest thing. I mean, that's definitely not the smallest thing. I think that's still a really good attempt. Oh my god. I just beat the golden. Let's go. Yeah, I assure you that's not gonna be my reaction though. I'm gonna have a reaction. Like whether I try to aura farm or not for my reaction, like I feel like I'm gonna have a real reaction. The golden is like a crazy level. It's gonna take a while. Like I said, I think I'm only halfway there and I've already been playing it for like 3 weeks or so. Could potentially take longer, maybe not as long though. We just have to, we'll have to see. Nightbot Loki looks like a bot to me. Wait, you might be onto something. Me and Nightbot are best friends. That's not gonna be my reaction. I mean, even if I get a new best, like any new best, I'm gonna react. I have been reacting for new best. If I get like a decently far attempt, but it's still not anything like super crazy, then I'm not really gonna have a reaction. I'm also trying to stay chill, because normally if you stay chill, you also kind of play the game better too. If I'm like getting mad over it, then I'm definitely gonna play worse. If I'm like freaking out too, that might also just not be good. It wouldn't be as bad as getting mad, and that's why I'm not chill. But look, he makes Rachel with Steamin'. Macaroni Games collab win? What do you mean? What kind of collab? L Nightbot. Nightbot, yeah. Nightbot's got a mind of his own. It's definitely not a command or anything. He's just saying his own things. Yeah, I might, if you can't tell, I'm kind of not too good at the end of the first wave. So at least not as consistent as the rest of it for me, so. I'm so tired. I like actually woke up over 7 hours ago. A little over 7 hours ago. It's not like I just woke up or like it's getting late, so I probably shouldn't be on him. That felt kind of weird. Nightbot killed you? What? Did he though? Come on, Nightbot. There's a reason for all of my deaths on this level. It's Nightbot again, bro. I hate that guy. I thought I'd get like a mini lag spike. I don't know if that was even like a thing anybody saw. Maybe I'm imagining things, but I've never seen a lag spike that tiny. Okay, I got another one. Hello? Why am I summoning them? Oh my god, why am I actually lag spike farming? What am I doing that's causing this? That is not human, bro. Bro's actually a rabbit. Can bro hear sounds though? I think that's the real question. GG's for looking at the Nightbot commands. Exclamation point, can I have mod? I forgot about that one. Completely forgot that was a thing. Sub cupcake. A. Very wise words. W letter A. Oh, okay. Sure. Oh my god, bro. I hate this orb. No, what did I just do? No, this is a new death, bro. Nobody's done that before. Literally nobody's ever done that. Did I buffer the orb? Wait, like top 10 stupidest mistakes of my life? That's actually not a real thing. Bro, what am I doing? I think it's time to drop the golden. If I'm like actually unironically dying then. Yeah, I might just be clip farming. There's no way that was a real thing. I swear that wasn't on purpose, but like how? Genuinely how? That's just embarrassing. I'm like not locking in for that part though. I just think, oh yeah, cool, I got to the drop. But then I'm not focusing anymore, so I just die to literally anything. Just selling drop attempts. Potential drop attempts, I should say. Selling a drop attempt is more like dying to the first click of the wave or something. VX Croatian, what's up? Welcome to the stream. It's going pretty good, pretty good. Today I got 35 to 100, which is my second time doing that, fourth time doing either that or 38 to 100, because they're basically the same run. So that was really good. Also got dropped to 89, 24 to 89 specifically, which is probably the hardest run that I've gotten on this level. I also got 49 on my first drop attempt of the day, so pretty good session. Trying to get a new best, but might not be able to, but yeah, still trying. It's definitely very possible. Okay, maybe not if I'm like instantly dying to the drop every time I get there. Then Firework are my dream hardest, but I play on 60 hertz. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not as achievable on 60 hertz. Technically possible, but definitely pretty hard. Wait, are you on like 60 hertz mobile or like on PC? Because if you're on PC with 60 hertz, then like obviously that's still hard, but laptop, yeah, definitely still hard then. Not as hard as on mobile, but definitely doesn't mean it's not hard. Good progress, yeah, thanks. Yeah, I guess if you're using like click between frames, then the 60 hertz part doesn't like matter a whole lot other than the actual refresh rate itself. but I imagine that's still a lot harder to play on 60. I like, honestly, like, I don't even know what would happen if I put my monitor at 60, because I think I'm able to. It's a 165 hertz, which is kind of a weird one. Normally it's like, I mean, I could have just gotten 240, but I didn't really feel like I needed anything that high. But like if I were to go back to 60 hertz, or just like change my monitor to 60 hertz, like I would not be able to play the game. Like that would actually look so bad. Hardest is Thanatophobia. Going for a top 900, having 2 runs. Nice. What level is it? I feel like that's probably pretty doable with the high-end Insane Demon as the hardest. Actually, didn't Thanatophobia get changed to Extreme Demon for like a few minutes, like a few days ago? I think it became Extreme again for like the shortest amount of time ever, then went back to Insane Demon like just a little bit after. Empyrean, nice. I don't really know too much about that level, but good luck on it. Yeah, the first extreme, kinda. I mean, not really, because it's not an extreme, but it was for like a little bit, and it originally was an extreme demon before it got demoted to insane demon. So I mean, you've beaten a level that has been extreme demon, I guess, at 2 different points in time, but the second point in time where it was lasted for like literally only several minutes, I think, or maybe like half an hour to an hour. I don't really remember how long it was. I just know it wasn't that long. Okay, 3rd click now. Have I now died to like all 3 of the first clicks of the drop today? Like, I think it was 3 drop attempts in a row. Like, the one before last, I died to the first click. Last one, I died to the 2nd click. This one, I died to the 3rd click. So, like, great. Maybe I'll get to the 4th click next. We'll just have to see. The average insane demons in under 4,000 attempts, so low-key Thana gave me a skill boost. Nice. Not too bad. I still need to beat that level. I've been wanting to beat Thanatophobia for a while, ever since I first saw it, but I just like never did. I've just never really felt like actually playing it, but it's still like something I have wanted to beat. I easily could, like it would not take me that long, but I just don't feel like actually playing it for some reason. What's up, math guy? Chocolate has suffered the fate of being ever so slightly melted. No! That sucks, bro. Melted chocolate, or when your chocolate just randomly melts, bro, kinda sucks. Hopefully it isn't too bad though. As hell on 60 hertz, I'd imagine. I did the last click 2 times. Damn, that's rough. I don't even remember what the last click level is. I like don't actually remember much about the level. I just know it starts with a ship and like is cool and stuff. That's like all I remember. Probably gonna discontinue the RGB Trilogy V2. No. I've only heard about it like one other time, but a weird green orb. The last click. It's like Niwa last click or something. Those types of last clicks do kind of suck. I luckily didn't die to the Niwa last click, but Niwa's way worse though. Okay. I would hope in Thana it's not as bad, because the Niwa one does kind of suck. Like, quite a lot. I'm glad I got lucky and didn't die to it though, but it's really scary. But it's at least like similar, kind of. Bro. Got a friend doing new as a new hardest? No way. It's definitely a pretty cool level. Could be better, but overall I thought it was good. I don't think I had like a great time playing it when I actually beat it, but the level itself I think is pretty good. I didn't have like a horrible experience. It just wasn't like super good. It wasn't particularly good at all from what I remember. Struggle to learn the pre-drop as well. I'm getting my ass kicked. Little bit. First ship, or yeah, pre-drop ship is definitely really hard to figure it out, but once you get a click pattern down for it, it's not as bad. Still pretty hard though. I'm still like struggling to get drop attempts super frequently because of the ship. Learning the pre-drop isn't necessarily too bad though, but I think I did play from zero. The first day that I learned the pre-drop, I think I played from zero for like probably 3 hours and just like could not do it. I was trying so hard to get a drop attempt, but I just couldn't. I think I just got like 20 or 21 or something like that, which is like the very end of the ship, so it could have easily been in the drop. But thanks for the follow, by the way, Croatian. Appreciate it. Are you perhaps this might be crazy, but are you perhaps from Croatia? That'd be like honestly a crazy assumption, but I'm just curious. Bro, what am I doing? Might be. Just maybe. Thinking which, what is better, Black Blizzard saxophone or Nullscape saxophone? Probably Nullscapes actually. I also heard the Black Blizzard song a lot more though. So like, I don't know. It's almost like at the speed of light, how like a lot of people get kind of annoyed by it. I'm not necessarily annoyed by the Black Blizzard song. It's still a good song, but actually it's, well, actually not. I don't know, it's close. Dimension and Flow both have really good saxophones. It's actually kind of a hard choice. I did just say Nullscape song initially, but I don't know, they're both pretty good. Probably Flow then, Nullscape song. I'm still gonna stick with it. Top top 5 hardest levels that you've beaten. So number 1, Neutra, that's my hardest. Atomic Cannon Mark 2 is my 3rd hardest. I don't know why I said it before Shimmer. Shimmer's my 2nd hardest. 4th hardest is Bloodlust, and 5th hardest is Nelf. So yeah, that's my top 5. But the golden 24 to 89 is like, that would definitely, if it was its own level, that would easily be in my top 5. Top 3 even. I mean, even with the progress that I have on the golden so far, I've still spent more streams playing it so far than it took me to beat the Neutro, which is my hardest, so. Yeah, I think I have a pretty good top 5. Nelva's like the most aura-full level of all time. Bloodlust is, well, Bloodlust, and that's all I need to say. Atomic Cannon Mark 2 is really cool, because Atomic Cannon levels are goated, in my opinion. And Shimmer, pretty good. Neutra, really, really cool level, other than playing it from 0. So I definitely am pretty proud of my top 5. Once I beat the golden, it'll be even better, but it just would kind of suck that Nelva is going to be out when I beat the golden. Because Nelva's like the coolest level in the game, so like, it just kind of sucks. That'll be pushed out when I beat the golden, but the golden's a lot harder, so it's technically an even better top 5. Plan to save up my money for a setup. Should I get a 240 hertz monitor or go, bro? NASA monitor with 4,000 hertz. I don't know. 240 is probably fine. I don't know if you need to go 4K. That's just a little bit overkill, I think. Can I say a joke about the macaroni and macaroni games? But it's corny as fuck, so no. Okay. I mean, I can take a bad joke. I've definitely heard a lot of bad jokes that I, for some reason, think are funny. So, if you want, you can go ahead and say it. I find a lot of really dumb things funny, so you never know. More FPS. Well, no, at a certain point, it's just so high that, like, I feel like there wouldn't be that much of a difference. Even going from, like, 240 to 360 probably wouldn't be, like, crazy. And even 165, which is what I have right now, like, even if I were to upgrade to 240, I don't know if that would be, like, a crazy upgrade or anything. But, I mean, yeah, overall, it's definitely easier. I don't know about, like, easier. I don't know if that's the right word, but it's just like, like, I don't know. It's just less limiting, I guess. Yeah, 60 to 240 though. That's definitely gonna be a good upgrade, like 100%. But yeah, if you go like anything super crazy, that's just like unnecessary. And for the price of however much a NASA monitor would cost, a 4,000 hertz monitor, like no, that's just not gonna be worth it. That's not gonna be useful for Geometry Dash. I forgot. Bro, was that 76 BPM for a sec? Wait, actually? Was I really? That's like the lowest thing ever. My heart rate's like, my resting is like 90 at least. Sometimes my resting is like 110. It just depends on the day. No, dude, I'm clip farming again, bro. Are you serious? I gotta stop dying here. Like, the fact that I die here at all is just embarrassing. But let's just instantly get that off the screen. No, you did not see that, bro. You saw nothing. You saw literally nothing. Gonna go now? Alright, see ya. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for good luck. Bro, I did nothing. That death never happened. I don't even know what death we're talking about right now. God, bro. Have I just fallen off? Am I able to get back to the second wave today? Can I even get another drop of them today? That's the real question. Another artificial ascent remake far into the scent tab? No way. Bro, I've been like reading. Sometimes I can read chat while playing the UFO, and I just know the click pattern well enough that I don't have to look to be able to do it. Not complaining. Yeah, I know you're kind of into those. Artificial Ascent's pretty cool. I don't really know how I feel about the remakes. Probably just because of the fact that Arcane Ascent is the only one I played, which is not a very fun level if you played Artificial Ascent already, because it just changes things and it feels really weird if you've already beaten Artificial Ascent before playing it. So I wasn't really a fan of that, but I guess it's really the only other Artificial Ascent remake I've played. Alternative Ascent? I don't even remember that one. The name sounds familiar. I don't remember what it was like though. Look it up. Well, what if I'm like locked in on the golden? Oh my god, it's 8:03. Thanks, Brian. Bro, I'm gonna have to just mute Brian on here. Like, can I even do that? I don't need to know when it's 8:03 every single time. Really good for some reason. I don't know that uses isolation, the full song. Oh my god. If this is locked in, GG. Okay, well, I'm trying to lock in on the golden. How about that? I'm trying to. So I can be locked in but not be as consistent as normal. It's possible. Okay, third click again. Bruh. I need to just practice the wave now. I might just not be locked in anymore. I've already been streaming for 3 hours. I was gonna try to go for at least 3 hours, potentially longer, but I don't know. I'm like potentially not doing too well right now, so I might just end. The fact that I got another 35 to 100 as well as 24 to 89 is already really good, as well as the 49. I mean, sure, I could have gotten to the ship, but 49, especially on my first drop attempt, is still good. But like, I don't know. I'll try for a little bit longer. I just want to do this wave like a couple more times, potentially get to the ship from here, and then go from 0 for like a few more minutes. But then I'll probably be done if nothing crazy happens, at least. Plus, I have to go for dinner anyways. But you know, the goal is more important, so I don't care. It's another thing that's making me instantly end. Oh my god, bro. Okay. Not the greatest death, but that's still good, I guess. Alright. I'll play until like, god, maybe 8:15 at the latest if I don't get any more drop attempts until then, or anything like particularly good. If I get like drop attempts and I just die instantly, or even just at all on the first wave, I might not really care too much. If I can get to the second wave before 8:15, I probably won't end then. I probably should start like using a timer or something, like, and adding time to it, like, the further I get. That way I'm not playing like forever necessarily if I suck, but like I have to play longer if I'm doing well, because that would probably be good. Obviously, I could like. Obviously, it won't be like I'll instantly end if the timer stops. Obviously, if I feel like playing more, I will. I don't know if I should do that though. I've heard of a timer method before. I don't think it works specifically like that though. I think it's more like specifically. It's more about if you're paused or something or taking a break, you don't count that in the time. So that way, because obviously I can look at my stream timer and it's like, yeah, I've been streaming for 3 hours, but I've probably been paused for like a decent amount of that time. Okay, I was not, bruh. I'm always messing up my click pattern, like, in one way or another. But yeah, obviously, as I was saying, I've been streaming for over 3 hours, but like, I've still been paused for quite a bit. I don't know how long. This might be a horrible guess, but this could potentially, it could be like 15 minutes total being paused, or it could be like half an hour, I'm not really sure. Because of that, it feels like I've been playing for 3 hours, but that's just how long ago I started the stream. Technically, I haven't been actively playing the entire stream. Or not actively playing the golden either, even if I'm playing something else. So I started off by playing the blast processing thing. Obviously when I'm paused, I'm not playing the game. Oh my god. Am I cooked? Hearts Nutra. I'm gonna have to start putting that in the pin message too. I get asked like 10 times a day, bro. I don't feel bad for asking, but I'm just saying that I probably should do something about that in the future. Like, put it in a pin comment. Because I already have the no level request thing, but I could also put like frequently asked questions. Oh, 46 again. Okay, it's the same spike. Man, okay, at least that's the second wave attempt, which is always nice. And it's 8:12, so it's just a little before 8:15. Like, perfect. Hit the first hit spike. It's just what it's called now, I guess. I love this spike, man. It's so fun dying there. Yeah, that's good. At least I got the, like, I always try to go for at the very least 3 attempts to the second wave every session, which I've been able to do like the past few days. Especially yesterday, I got 5. So I was kind of scared I would end off this session with only 2, which is not really that good. But at least I got the 3rd one now. And I feel pretty decent about my from 0 experience today. Although the highlight of today, I feel like, was the one that I got from 24 to 89. That's the main thing I did. That was hard. Sometimes I feel like maybe 55 is harder than that though, because like from 0 this level is so hard. Okay, make that 4 now. 43. No, that's a new death. That's a new one. I've never died to 43 from 0. Now 41 is the only percent that I haven't died to in the second wave. Bruh, are you serious right now? That's a crazy one. But at least I got to the second wave again already. That was like pretty much 2 in a row. That's like actually really good. What? Wait, I might actually be locked in. Another one. $47? What? Is that like 3 second wave attempts like almost in a row? What? No, genuinely, how? No, that's like genuinely one of the hardest things I've ever done in terms of like consistency. Like based off of how, I mean, there's like that Geometry Dash hardest achievement list. They count like consistency type things really high. I don't know why they do that, but they would definitely rank this as like one of the hardest things I've ever done if they did rank anything I did, which they wouldn't obviously, but you know, that's like crazy to think about though. How did I do that? Like, okay, wait, I don't think the first and second one were like perfectly back to back, but the second and third one I'm pretty sure were. No, that's like genuinely crazy though. Wait, locked in, I might be chat. What? Yo. So 49 again. That time I feel like I could have just gotten to the ship. I probably should have. Okay, that's like almost 4 in a row. Like how have I gotten? Okay. I don't even know. 4 second wave attempts in 4 minutes, bro. Okay, we said the C word. I think it's over now. Okay, no, how did I genuinely go from like 2 to 6 in like literally barely any time? I was just talking about how like, oh cool, I finally got my 3rd second wave attempt. That's really, now I'm happy. Let's go. And then I just proceed to get another 3. So now this is the new highest amount of second wave attempts that I've gotten in one day. So like, this is actually crazy. Of course, now I'm dying again. With that kind of consistency, I hope I could have gotten a new best. Like, I could have honestly gotten to 60, like, on that 49 attempt. Or at least just really to the ship. Even if I died in the ship, I wouldn't really care that much. But also because of how many times I've died to the ship from 0, I'm hoping I can just pass it soon. I just really want to get 60 at least. Or even like 58, like to that one wave. Like, it would suck to die to, but like, at least like as a new best, it would kind of suck to die to. But still, passing that ship at all would be pretty cool. I'm hoping for at least the 60 wave though. 46. But this time the Soblet. Am I touching? I'm not even touching it. Okay. I'm actually farming second wave attempts and deaths right now. I'm getting so many. That's like 7 today. But I've still not passed it. Still no ship attempt. But like, I don't really care that much. It's still really good. 1.9 remake of AI? Wait, that's actually pretty cool. I forgot to see a 1.91. Where my nerves from that are like kind of crazy. Not super crazy nerves because I've already gotten there enough times where I'm not like extremely nervous, but I still am pretty nervous from that. Once I get towards like the second half of the second wave, I start to really get nervous. Okay, 44. It was gonna happen at some point. That part's pretty hard. How have I only died there twice from 0? Like, I clicked too early there quite a lot in practice. So that's 8 now. I mess it up. Sometimes I just don't click the same number of times as I usually do, and then I just like completely just panic. Click like a million extra times like I did there, or just don't click enough or whatever. probably gonna end soon. Even though I was doing really well, but it's kind of my consistency has kind of worn off a little, I would say. I gotta just stop saying the C word. Apparently I can't even fucking pronounce it, bro. And I'm gonna yeah. My C word was pretty good though, but I'm just not as good anymore. It was good while it lasted though. That was like awesome. Yeah, now I'm just dying here. Plus I was gonna end like 10 minutes ago, if none of that ever happened. But I just like ultra giga locked in right there for a bit. Only for like 10 minutes, but you know, still really good. The fact that like 3/4-ish of my second wave attempts today all come from like the span of like 5 to 10 minutes or so. Like, it's actually crazy to think about. Just random bursts of C word. Okay. We go until 8:30. Play 4 more minutes. I'm sure like in 3 minutes I'm gonna get another second wave attempt or something. It's gonna be like really good. Either that or just nothing will happen. Either nothing will happen or I'll just get another really good attempt that'll force me to keep playing. Probably no in between. It's just one of those is gonna happen. Found a cheat code to get Annie to play a demon I made. Wait, really? What is it? Yoasobi song? Oh. Wait, that'd actually be pretty cool though. We need an Iconics Retta level. That would like actually be crazy. No, okay, 54. Of course, I knew it. See how I said like, oh, either nothing's gonna happen or I'm gonna get that one more good attempt that's gonna make me keep playing. And guess which one it was. Okay, 54. Okay, that straight flies hard, fair enough. Last time I got here was 53, so still the same straight fly, but I died like at the start of it. But this time, died at the very last part. Or just that spike there, which I was nervous, so you know, makes sense. I felt like that could have been a new best though. That like 100% could have been a new best. But I'm glad I did get another. So now I have 8 attempts to the second wave today. Only one of them made it to the ship, but at least I did get that one that made it to the ship finally. I was really hoping I could also do that. Now the only other thing I could really wish for is a new best, but I don't know if that one's gonna happen. That'd be really good though. So of course I'm not actually ending at 8:30. Now I gotta play a little bit longer. I want to use songs nobody else uses, but I couldn't find one. that I want to use. Fair enough. Alright, let me play a little longer. Gotta add another 5 minutes to the imaginary timer that exists in my mind. So let's go until 8:35. Unless I get another good attempt. Yeah, the Miseretta song is pretty good. I do like that one. That one and the Niwa song are probably my favorite ones. What? Wait, did my brain just have a lag spike? Hello? I just straight up did not click when I needed to. Like, my brain just actually, like, froze for half a second. That was weird. It's like, it literally never happened to me. What was that? Completely stopped focusing. Alright, I have 3 more minutes. You know what that means? Fish? No. It means I gotta lock in if I want to keep playing. Come on, brain. Make this section never end. Please lock in. No. Second wave attempt right now. I have to get one really soon. And obviously this session just can't end, apparently. Thought that'd be it. I thought I was just genuinely gonna get one, like, right there. Fish. Yeah, I think when I get to once it becomes 8:30, which is, or what 8:35, which is like in a minute, then I'm just gonna do one more ship attempt. That's how I should do things from now on. I'm gonna, like, once I feel like I should end the session, then I'm gonna start like a mental timer, or like pick a certain time, I guess, that I want to end, and then like every time I get a good attempt, I'll like just delay that time by like a few minutes. And then after the time's up, then I'll just try to get one more like half decent attempt. Just really a ship attempt. feel like that'll be a good formula. Okay, what is my ship doing? I don't know how I lived that. Okay. Wasn't 835 yet, I thought it would be, but even then I would still do one more. Even though it's probably becoming 835 on this attempt, and if I get the ship here, which it looks like I will, then yeah, I'll still do one more after this. Okay, I actually died of the first wave. Okay, one more ship attempt then. Since it wasn't to the second wave, I'm not gonna add any more time. Okay, bro. Oh, that would be it. This is literally the last attempt, but it actually wasn't because I just died there. Okay, last one. That was mid. No, one more. Just one more. I'm not gonna say anything this time. It's probably the fact that I talked is probably what killed me. Okay, at least it was a drop attempt though. Probably a pretty good place to end, I would say. Decently long session. Got a ship attempt, 8 second wave attempts, which is definitely another new best. I think yesterday getting 5, that was a new highest in one set. Oh my god, I can't talk right. It's a new highest in one session, and got another new highest today, so yeah. Pretty good. As well as a new best run from the drop. Tied best run to 100. So, like, yeah, this is probably my best session. This is definitely my new best session of the Golden. I thought from 0 maybe it wouldn't be as good, but it just was a slow start, and then, like, eventually, like, right when I was about to end, I just really locked in. So, yeah, pretty good. Kind of level Sky Strike. Like, he might be a list demon. Wait, what? Wait, that's actually insane. Let me raid somebody. What if Helix playing Flame Wall again? Wait, that's actually crazy. If he gets a lot of viewers, I probably won't raid him. Probably just raid Zeus. I mean, this guy's beating the Golden, and that's what I've been playing, so, like, surely I gotta raid him. So yeah, good stream. Hopefully it can get a new best tomorrow though. And as I said earlier, I don't know how many people heard it, but earlier I did say I won't be able to stream on Wednesday, but tomorrow I will be able to. I might not be able to play the Golden at all on Wednesday unless I do really early in the morning. So not sure if I'll do that, but thanks for watching everybody, and I will see you. But oh my god, dude, I just can't talk. I'm just stuttering nonstop. I will see you next time. Bye.